Yeah, what up, it's your boy Allie Cat. I'm Twin. You are now watching the culture. One and only.
So talk to me, Al. What's going on in this world, man?
Man, you know, they said the guy that blew the whistle, the Asian guy out of COVID-19, he's not dead.
He's not dead. He just changing colors, right?
I mean, they say he's not dead.
They say he turned black.
You know,
because it attacks your organs and everything like that. So he got darker.
Oh wow!
Ironic is that, right?
Yeah. Then they got then after that guy, they posted this something we spoke about online about how the news is fictitious. You can't believe everything you see on social media. The young lady that slapped the Du Bois moms.
Oh man!
Got shot 15 times.
Oh man, that story crazy, man. Because I think the what happened with a month ago. What happened 3 or 4 months?
Like 2 months ago. That's a lie as well.
Wow. That's a lie. The person's not dead.
Nah, it's not dead. Like I told you, besides every story, nobody knew this whole story. So, but also that's a lie as well. It's a lie.
What they talk about? They talking about the young girl. For those who out there that don't know, there was a video circulating about 3 or 4 months ago where it was a young lady who showed up at a woman's door and was slapping the mother about 4 or 5 times. They claim it was the ops door, her enemy door, and her mother opened up the door. She started smacking her. So there was rumor that she got shot and killed the other day. She got hit like 15 times. But Al saying it's not true.
That's a lie. So, but let's really get into it because what's going on? Big shit.
It's good.
So listen, man. So let's get, since we talking about all these lies and fictitious rumors. We need to step up in our community as black men, and black women. I witnessed a young man, 13 years old, fit a description, and I had the officers do a playback. What's good? What's good? What's good, Les? What's good, Basie? So, a lot of this COVID-19 situation got people running around with masks on and doing robberies, especially in New York, because that's where I'm based at, and it's actually made the news. But, you helping the police also target these young little kids, and being a man in the community, I had to actually come outside.
So what happened, man? What happened? What was they targeting at the young man?
Well, allegedly it was a robbery, and he said he passed the gun, and the only thing that he fit the description was that he had yellow sneakers on. I made the officer do a playback, so those who don't know your rights, and you can't ask for them to do a playback. First of all, I had to tell the young man to relax. I knew the young man. I know his moms. I know his father. As soon as I walked over, the police officer said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm his neighbor." He said, "What is it your business or your concern?" I said, "I'm his neighbor. He lives in my community. He's a child, and he's a child of mine. Because when you gone, I still got to deal with him." So I said, "What was the problem, officer?" So the officer was nasty with me. The initiate, officer. I said, "Yo, first of all, he's only what, 13? He's still a minor. He don't have to answer none of your questions right now." I said, "You can frisk him and all that to see if he has the gun, but he don't have to answer your questions." So I said, "Watch." I said, "Yo, so now," and his aunt was out. His aunt happened to be out there before I made it. His uncle's fiance, whatever you want, because she was out there. So she was out there. I had actually everything on video. So they still talking crazy. They kicked them loose. When they kick you loose, and you can tell all children this, and anybody that doesn't know this, when an officer kicks you loose, you don't have to give him your name. You don't have to give him your phone number. Because what he needs your name and phone number for? If you're free to go. You know what I mean? So, once again, so now another white officer, because majority of them were all white. They was all white. One Asian.
Yeah, I can tell.
One was Asian. I had the video. Only one was wearing a face mask. How really?
And was they honoring the social distance rule? Because they was very close.
It was about 7 of them on the kid. I got the video. I have the video, so we're gonna post it when we repost this. when we repost this on YouTube, I have the actual video of the kid, how he's being held down. He was so panicky and nervous. And I mean, he's a pudgy little kid. Like, he's not no giant for 13.
Right.
Like, and it takes 7 of them. And if they would have talked them and approached them, you know, like how they would approach a white man, because we have that on video as well. When they gunned him down, we posted that. But they took their patience with him. They didn't take this patience with a young 13-year-old boy, and had the nerve to tell me he fits the description. When I told him, yo, listen, stop at first. They said we all fit the description. Another officer walked up and was like, what is it your fucking business? So I said to the officer, it is my fucking business. It is my fucking business, because I'm in the community. He's a child, and he's a child in my community. So that's what makes me care. So now what is the problem, officer? Then he changed his tone and wanted to come talk to me. I didn't want to talk to him. I guess his partner was standing. He said, listen, I'm going to play the playback for you. Can I explain to what's going on? Now, rules and procedures, yes, they can jump out. They say you have a gun. But the way they always attack the black kid, the black child, they do not attack the white child the same. And I don't care if anybody wants to call this racist. I am black. We all black, mostly on this platform that's listening. And if you ain't black and you're on this platform and you happen to watch this, whatever it is, so be it. So when they jump out, it is a big difference. So long story short, to get shorter, they let the young man go. You know, I made him take off his sneakers, and I gave him a pair of sneakers because we happen to wear the same size. I gave him a brand new pair of sneakers, but I did tell him, listen, when they run down on you, because we call it run down. You know where we from. I said, if they run down on you, just freeze, put your hands up, and cooperate. You don't have to answer none of their questions. Just cooperate. Because they say you have the right to remain silent. So you just cooperate. Stand there, let them frisk you. They don't find no gun, nothing of the sort. You know, they're going to have to let you go. And within saying that, I'm saying this because there's probably a couple of fathers that's going to watch this, a couple of mothers going to watch this. It's sad that we have to train our children to be more afraid of the cops, which if you take the C off, they are the ops. And I also had to tell the officer, you are a public servant. That means you are here to serve the public. The key word is servant. Key word is servant. But we have to fear these animals. They're more animals than us, but they say that the black man is the animal, the black child, the children. And it goes for men and women of color. So let's not lose this. Let's not lose focus. If you're in your community and you see a young man being troublesome or anything of the sort, please take time out and see what's going on. We need to step up more often. See, this right here, what's going on, is showing you, like we said in the past couple of lives, it's an economic reset. And we are our community. We live here. We need to police our own. So even policing the police, we need to still police our own. Because they don't, you look at the police and look in their uniform, a lot of them don't match our description. So within me saying that, there's a lot going on out here. Pay attention. You know, we have these young people posting on Instagram, false lies. Let's go and look for the facts. And anything that we want to speak on, let's speak facts. Let's stop speaking fiction. You know, like I said, the young girl that they said got shot 15 times. We don't know both sides of the story. Yes, she slapped a person's mom up, but you don't know both sides of the story. So don't jump to conclusion. Because, you know, you might say, if that was my mom or this and that, but you don't know the whole story. So you say these things and not knowing the whole story, you jump out the window. That's one. Two, the Asian guy that explodes the whistleblower, they saying he's still alive. Once again, there's so many lies on here. Nobody speaks the truth, even with the quarantine. But the truth that I am speaking, which is known every day, and we're seeing, is this is an economic reset for the community. This is also a way for the community to come strong together, and I mean our community. And like I said, I just told a story for everybody that's just coming on. Hey, Miss Rain, and Jamaica #1. For everybody that's just coming on. I just told a story about the police. We're going to show it. I'm going to show it when we resurface this live. When we recap this live, I'm going to put the video with it. I was outside. I'm the one in the red sweatsuit, and and I came out just a little bit after the young man's aunt came out, and I had a conversation with the police, but we always fit their description.
Because it's crazy because once the little kid left, and everybody else seemed to leave, his relatives or whoever was out there to support him, they all started surrounding you. It's like 10 cops around you.
Yeah.
And it looked like they was about to have a takedown.
Nah. They couldn't. You know why they couldn't have they couldn't have a takedown, brother? Because I know how to speak.
And they surround you. I'm like, and that's the thing we want to get across the message too. You're going to see in the video they surround him, but don't be scared for your rights. You know what I'm saying? Whatever rights you do have, stand up.
What it was, they was expecting me to act out like the young, like his brother, because his brother came. That was his brother that was flipping out.
Okay.
And I didn't give him an opportunity to push me or because I did come aggressively.
Right.
And I came with demands, but you got to know how to demand without demanding. You have to know how to demand without demanding. It's all on your choice of words and how you use them. And they was more fearful of me because I was standing up for somebody in my community. Because when you watch the video, when we post it, when you watch the video, it is the slim white officer says to me, "What is it your concern?" And when I told him it was my concern, he wanted to now, how would you say, embrace me and have a better conversation with me when his partner was more giving me the explanation. So, us that have kids and have children and things of this nature, please guide your children. We are their first role models before they leave out the house. And then their friends become their role models. Now, within this COVID-19, I know some people might comment and watch this and say, oh, well, they shouldn't have been outside. Well, technically, you need photosynthesis. You need to be outside, vitamin D. The more we stay quarantined, the more we break down our immune system because there's no natural supplements getting into us. And then, bouncing back and forth with the topic, you watch these Jews, they all outside, they barely get arrested. And it takes when they take them down nicely.
And they like to talk about our funerals. I think a rabbi just died from COVID-19, and the Jews were just out there by the hundreds, man, at the funeral home, just out there crowded. It wasn't no big thing. It wasn't on the news. It wasn't no cops trying to separate people or nothing like that. So you right on the money with that. You know what I'm saying? And they did have masks on, but they was out there for that funeral.
But you know why? Because they stand together.
Of course.
The community stands together. That's why they're so strong. You can hate them all you want. But the reason why you hate them is because they organize. And they stick together. And that's one thing we don't do as Black Americans. And let me touch on something else since we here. It's a lot of ignorant people running around here, jumping on trains to go get Chinese food and things of that nature. But they won't support their own. Alicia Rain, they are the reason our numbers aren't gonna go down. Do we even know, like Miss Alicia? We don't even know if our where the numbers are really at. So we're being told so many lies. You could watch social media years real time, but we're being told so many lies. We don't know what it is. And then we don't even, once again, we don't stick together because this topic is so broad. Like I said, they over there, if you do any studies and things of that nature, like the Kultcha has been doing, you'll see that they have the, they made an embargo, a trade deal, and now they don't have to pay on the trade deal with Chinese. They kicked out the Africans.
Oh, yeah.
They kicked out the Africans out of China. You notice, you can say whatever you want about a third world country. Nigeria, they defended their people. They burnt down everything out there. What's going on, Robbie? So they burnt down to the ground, but we the first ones. They disrespect us in America all the time. And now I done seen people post they miss Chinese food. They jumping on the train because Chinese restaurants is open in Brooklyn. Damn fools.
And even in certain other states, they started opening up the nail salons, some Chinese nail salons, and women are starting to flood those lines to get their nails done. It's amazing.
Who the people that's flooding them lines?
Our people. Our people.
We looking back and forth at all these things of that nature. I'm just saying, wake up. Wake up.
If this don't wake you up, I don't know what will. P. Diddy just was on the internet talking about he gonna hold the vote and make sure this voting process go right for our agenda, not nobody else's. So you know what I'm saying, like it takes more than him to do it. So like Al's saying and I'm saying, we need to stick together as a people, and if we can stick through this hard time together, which I feel we are, I feel like when stuff starts to open back up, we could really glue this together the way we want to. I mean, this should be the turning point for us as a people. Let's mark this down in history. 2020 is the turning point for us as a people. We only spinning black. We only related to everything we do black. Social media, it doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? Stop buying Balenciagas and
You froze, twin. Twin froze. Oh, man. He was saying we need to start buying black. Yes, and let's organize. Twin froze. Hopefully we could get him back. I see it's circling. I guess it's the Wi-Fi. Please, I don't want to get... Yeah, you froze. You froze. You back? You froze.
Oh, I froze? Yeah, I saw you froze on my end. Yeah, you froze on my end too. So, yeah.
But yes, Shake, we need to organize. We need to stick together. The more and more we become organized, the better we'll be. They only control the environment unless we allow them to. So, I mean,
one thing I hate about our community, and we speaking on our community, is the intellectual laziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't know something and we want to organize, be like, yo, the coach, I want to send y'all this. I never heard of it. I never knew the process. I want to learn it, though. I want to learn it. I'm open-minded nowadays with my people to learn just about anything. So please just send it to us so we can organize better. If you think we're not doing a better organization over here, send us something where we can link up with y'all. Shout out to, I think, the mayor in Kentucky. Just one shout out to him. I don't know if you heard about this. To my surprise,
you froze.
I froze again?
That's why you back. You said we didn't catch the last part.
What I'm saying, I think it's the mayor of Kentucky, if I'm correct. They said Tupac Shakur had filed for unemployment. There's another guy named Tupac Shakur, and the mayor gonna say in Kentucky it's a scam because Tupac Shakur is not alive, not knowing that it's another man named Tupac Shakur, and he issued out an apology. So this is what I'm talking about. Look at their first notion. Look how they think right off the head. They think in racial terms. They think it's a sham. Like, there's plenty of people that got the same first name and last name. And I think the brother had dedicated his first name, might be Tupac Shakur, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He changed his name to that. But that is his legal name. And he filed for unemployment. But, like I said, the world is getting crazy. There's a lot of jobs that's been lost. I don't know if y'all been looking at it. The stock market been going up. Relatively to there's less jobs out here, which is kind of a shocker. That stock market is something else. The algorithms and the ups and down flows make me... Yeah, somebody buying back stocks or something to keep this stuff afloat is weird. It doesn't make sense at all. It's very strange, I must say. It's very strange. What I want to say is that I've been in the store, Al, lately, and there's more toilet paper now, man, than before. There's some rolls, brother.
Well, I caught a store price gouging toilet paper. 12 rolls of $17.99. Yeah. If only Jamaica #1 said, if only we would all realize the power we have. That's why they're so scared of us. If only we believe in our power like they do. Well, it's so hard. It's so hard because a lot of us don't want to listen to positive things and get the message. A lot of us want to go listen to the pastor and give the money, but don't want to listen to somebody that's being a poor righteous teacher. So, I could give you so many different breakdowns of it all, but...
that's a good example, because I say nobody ever want to hear the broke preacher that's on the corner. If he's not successful, they don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? If the message is right and true and factual, that's all we should follow. Everybody can't be rich. And that's why I always say we should organize collectively as black people, because I want to tell people they be trying to get rich individually. Every black person can't be rich, but majority of us can be all right and live all right with financial freedom. So I just want to let my people know that.
Miss Kid Jade is on the line, not to cut you off, with her.
Okay.
And then look, support black business. And Miss K Jade, Miss Jade, you was supposed to send me that drop. I know everybody ain't got their hair done and don't do their thing and that nature, so they don't want to put their stuff out there. I'm waiting for that black business drop from you. Oh yeah. And speaking of that, supporting one another, you know, I took a sidebar with Miss Jade. I want to congratulate her and her partner because they got the nonprofit organization. They got their paperwork back, her and Miss Flo.
Woo! Yes.
Things in this nature of the culture and the platform, we got to support one another and as a people, and know sometimes that we got to learn how to agree to disagree and let things go. And the next day we start fresh and move forward. You know, it's a lot of great things coming from us as a people, but we need to know how to bring it together. And sometimes we're not all going to get along, but we got to figure out a way to come together at all times.
And I think it's working. I think there's a lot of black people that's putting down their pride, and I feel like, you know, they owning up to what they do, who they are. And you're welcome, Miss Jade. Congratulations to you, because we all successful in different ways, man, and we all successful at different times. And you know what I'm saying? There's no jealousy, there's no envy towards none of my people that is trying to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. You will be able to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish at your own time, on your own way, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get that through my people's head. We all can't accomplish everything at the same time. It takes piece by piece, like Miss J, for us to move up slowly and collectively. And that's what we're looking for. Congratulations, Miss Jade. I'm glad you did it on a COVID-19 quarantine time. For real.
You know, that's a part of the economic reset. Oh, we got the Elkhorn Experience check-in. We're going to drop something with them.
Right.
They're another podcast. We're dropping something with the Elkhorn Experience. I see he checked in. We're going to talk about a broad topic, a discussion on that one. Please check it out. It's going to be on YouTube. And that one is very serious, y'all. Very serious.
Yeah, so we got it lined up, man. I can't say it. It just feel like I'm connected with more people during the quarantine than before it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the science of this, Ali, man. I'm really looking at the science of this because, you know, we're communicating more with more people after, you know, the quarantine is in place, you know, versus before. So I'm definitely looking at the mathematics and the science of that. You know what I'm saying? I love the internet. I love that we could just stay in touch and stuff like this because, you know, with this COVID-19.
Not to cut you off, we got to love it for the positive things.
No doubt, because there's a lot of negative stuff.
Everybody just checked in. There's a lot of tales, a lies. Please, before you put it in your Insta story, before you post something in your Insta story, please check out the facts. Please. I mean, even if you don't know that person, then don't post it. Because there's a lot of things going up that people are posting and not checking out the facts. You know, we hear all these stories and what's going on. Let's keep the reality of it all. Don't let this be the new norm. Don't let this be the new norm. Yes, COVID-19 is a second chance at life. It's giving you a chance to reboot. It's giving you a chance to get to understand your family, love your family, hug your family, kiss your family, and build with them. It's giving you things to build with your friends. So please, I guess Twin froze again. I mean, but I hope y'all still can hear me. It's just, I mean, let's stay on the grind. You know what I mean? Each one teach one. I mean, if you grab one, you done grab 10, believe it or not. Because if 1 out of every 10, and I beg y'all, please, my people. I guess he has to reset, so I'm gonna give him a second to come back. All we need to do is make sure we come back as a stronger culture. That's right. That's what we need to do. Make sure we come back as a stronger culture. Know what I mean? And we didn't spell it the right way. We spelled it Kultcha because it's spelled emphatically incorrect because a cult has a following. So So please, know what I mean, please come back. Let's come back the right way. Let's come back. And I know we all, once again, and once I said, I'm gonna continue to say, I know we all not gonna get along. Know what I mean, it's a process.
That's right.
But if we could get progress from it, let it be. So we got to keep the love there. I mean, twin, you could touch on something. I know you had to log back in. You was freezing up like Teddy Riley around here.
Yo, man, the service is crazy. The frequency is crazy. It's crazy out here, man. But yo, man, just to touch up on what he been touching. Yo, man, let's stay in touch and let's keep it in touch and let's make sure our melanin is vibrating at the highest frequency, at the highest level, man. Like he said, let's get outside more. You know what I'm saying? You could self-quarantine and be outside as long as you keep your distance, because you know there's not a lot of people outside, man. So we make sure we want to vibrate at a higher level with our melanin, because that's what they like to do. They like to keep you in the office. They like to keep you in the projects. They like to keep you in those boxes so you don't get none of that sunlight. That's why you in the box. Let's think outside the box, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Al walked the beach and you know, maybe got some sand underneath the toes and stuff and got that good photosynthesis in the skin. I'm very thankful for that, man. Yo, just that's all I really got to say to my people, Al. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, everybody, for checking in. Know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're going to put the recap out on, I guess, Monday. I'm going to try to have a recap out with the video of the police officer grabbing the kid and me coming up, stepping up, and speaking up for the young man. But we all need to speak up for one another.
That's it. Great example. Because reach one, teach one. Reach one, teach one.
So,
yo, I'm twin. I'm from the culture. Yo, peace.
This is Socialize by Night Addiction.